is slow-mo footage of the scene towards the middle of the video. These are my run buddies for the day. That's Neil on the left and Mark on the right. Today's featured paddlers are Mark at the beginning and Lee Moran towards the end of the video. This is the forecast for the day, with Wind Guru having it at 20 knots, gusting to the high 30s. Predict Wind had it at higher than that, but the important thing is that both websites weren't anticipating a swing west until late in the evening. So whilst nervous, we weren't fearful, and we decided to do it as a group. That is, until such time as this guy sent out the following message, which is, check your steering lines, guys, today's going to be proper. And this got our hearts racing, and certainly put my sphincter into contraction overdrive. To explain what's going on with the sound in this video, in which I use both front and back cameras, my front camera is mounted on a snorkel mount, which exaggerates my breathing, which kind of annoys quite a few people. So what I've done is I've taken the rear sound recording and I've copied it onto the front camera. So whilst it's synced, there's something that doesn't work. It doesn't feel fully authentic for me, but that's what it is for this video. Mark is the youngest member of our paddling group. Started doing downwinds only about 15 months ago on downwind number 50. And as you can see, a very, very fast learner. So aspirant downwinders should take huge encouragement, I think, from his progress. Mark is the owner of a string of car care clinics. You've probably seen his guys advertising in colourful jumpsuits at the traffic lights. I can personally vouch for them, as I had my son's car serviced at his Greenpoint branch. I see there's also one at Takai, and they did a super job, a very reasonable price too. Interestingly, Mark tells me he's clueless about matters mechanical, so there's an interesting business and probably leadership story to be explored there, I'm sure. Here we have another one of those pesky seals in the bay. Fortunately, this one clearly isn't a graduate of the SURFSKI Attack Academy. From this point on, Mark chose a line going left and actually caught some really good runs and ended up ahead of Neil and I at the end by at least a couple of 100 meters. Neil was about 150, 200 meters to the right of me on a tighter line, but both of us ended up in the bunker towards the end, you'll see. Switch now from Mark's story to that of Lee's story. So Lee's had his new V12 for 3 or 4 months now and made huge progress, feeling super comfy, stable, and he loves its responsiveness, and today posted a best split of 311, which is 19 kilometers per hour. Two more interesting things about Lee, one of which you probably don't know, which I've included at the end of the video, and down below in the description I've included a link to the most viral SURFSKI video ever at 2.8 million views, featuring Lee at sunset big wave surfing. Check it out, please. So this is where both Neil and I end up getting caught in the golfing equivalent of a bunker. You've got to take it easy through these kelp beds lest you damage your rudder.
Oh, Mark's ahead of us. He's just gone in.
Please do subscribe to this channel, the very good reason being that the proceeds go to the 3 NSRI stations in False Bay, so please hit the subscribe button. Next into the slipway are Iwa and Warris, and behind them, unfortunately no footage, is Team Zach and Jerry, the crazy guys who had their big swell cameras out, but they were disappointed, so I don't think we'll see any footage from them today. What you probably don't know about Lee is his passion for high-end functional sportswear design. Today he's modeling for us one of his very cleverly designed ventilated wetsuits. Great idea for these early spring runs where it's starting to warm up and you don't want to overheat in your wetsuit. So I've included a link below where you can order your own on his website. Great idea, Lee, well done.